Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, da doo-dah day. Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, da doo-dah day.
No, that wasn't a repeat. I just played it again for Donna. Somehow or another, she did not get the link to the show, but I took care of that in such a hurry that my hair got mussed. So, with us tonight, we got Joe Bachman, we got Aunt Donna. Dawn is not going to be with us because she's feeling bad.
Yeah, we understand.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody got something playing in the background?
Oh shit! Sorry.
Hey,
I watch TV while I watch stupid clock.
everybody got to have a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
And Richie's here. So, yeah.
Looking startled.
Deer in the headlights. How'd I get here? Oh, and Facebook's telling me it's time to start the show.
Well, I guess you better start it.
Yeah, we're already 4 minutes in. I don't think I can restart it. But, well, I could. It would just look really weird on the replay for anybody that's watching it tomorrow. Hi, Carl.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
I may have to do that with my GPS. It still thinks I'm on the other side of Athens from where I'm at right now. Evidently, I turned it off when we were in the parking lot of a store, and I didn't need it to get home from that store. So it thinks I'm still there.
Oh, honey, once I turn something on, it stays on.
So I hear. Ladies and gentlemen, the only woman I know that actually comes with a warning label.
Well, my wife used to, but she ripped hers off.
Oh dear. Ah.
And I notice Richie is not even touching that comment.
He thought it. I heard him.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my thought process was coming with a warning label. All right.
Yeah, but 3 to 5 times?
It takes all kinds, you know.
We don't kink shame in this house, so it's okay.
Hmm. Ah.
It's a good thing.
Well, I do have to admit the breakfast at the restaurant today was really good, but when they said 2 scrambled eggs, I didn't realize they were going to be quail eggs.
Ooh.
I mean, it's like a spoonful. Like I told my wife, I think they gave me $12 worth of potatoes, and the rest of the meal was free. I mean, it was like a molehill or something of potatoes, and just a spoonful of scrambled eggs, and
Mount St. Home fries.
oh yeah. But everything tasted great. They should work on portion control.
We
And
have
notice I'm not saying the name of the restaurant, so I'm not trying to embarrass them. So
we have a local restaurant who doubles your egg order. So if you only want 2 eggs, you order 1 egg. Because if you order 2 eggs, you get 4.
Mm-hmm. I've noticed that with a couple places around here too, where if you order 2, you get like 3 or 4. But I think they're using the smaller eggs. They're not actually using like the extra large or.
These look to be medium-sized eggs, so they're pretty nice size.
Mm.
Well, this was a very health-conscious place. Everything was fresh. Everything was clean inside the restaurant, and it tasted wonderful. Like I said, it was a huge mound of potatoes, and they were cooked to perfection. I'm used to a place that has a huge pre-cooked scrambled eggs, and they just scoop out and add a little, and then go, here you go, your order's up. The biscuit was really good too. The sausage was better than I expected. Took a look at it and go, oh, it's link sausage. Okay. No, it was really good link sausage. So
I actually prefer link sausage.
I don't have a problem with either one. I was just expecting a couple of sausage patties, which, is the budget conscious way for restaurants to go. But no, they had actually spent good money on this sausage. It was almost as good as the sausage that I had with a full English breakfast in England.
Usually, a restaurant will ask you if you want links or patties, or at least they do around here.
Well, this was a choice between pork sausage or ham slices, and I went for the sausage. But
to each their own.
Well, not having my dentures in at the time, sausage is a little bit easier for me to go ahead and cut up.
To masticate.
Yes.
Thought of an interesting way to mess with people.
Again?
Breakfast restaurant. But what you do is you buy some farmland, you raise yourself some cobra chickens, and you use goose eggs instead of chicken eggs for your breakfast. You want 2 eggs? It'll be like 6.
Yeah.
Goose eggs are good.
They're very tasty.
Oh yes. Yes.
Those
indeed.
turkey eggs.
Haven't tried turkey eggs. My wife's aunt used to have geese. I hated those geese.
Geese
They
are
probably hated you in
bastard.
return. Geese hate everybody. Oh, and we have Emily too.
Hey,
Hey, Emily.
Hey, Emily.
We're lucky tonight.
Geese-
Yes.
do hate everybody.
Mm. Oh,
No.
and one thing I've learned
not
from
that.
watching the canal boat videos from England, swans hate anything that lives.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Swans are evil.
yeah.
Their prototype.
They need to be erased from the frickin' planet. I can't count how many times that they attack me, which I never have to worry about them attacking me there ever again. We just sold the place. But
Yeah. Their evil is equal to their beauty. You know?
They're
That's
as
a deep
beautiful as they
level
are
of evil right
That is
there.
that was very poetic.
Well,
All right. So I have a question for the people of this panel.
mm-hmm.
Which
Montana.
What?
Montana.
No, it's 42. Anyway, what do you guys think looks better? The one that's been kind of had a light kind of shading in all through the center, or just the plain? I did the outline and left it white.
I kind of like.
I kind of like the
show them
shading.
side by side. Sorry.
Yes.
I like the white one. I don't know. I think it looks bolder to me.
That's what
Yeah.
I was thinking, too.
So the one
that's
in
just
your
my
right
opinion.
hand looks like it has more depth, but the one in your left hand looks more crisp.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I was kind of thinking too. Is the one, this one here being
The white one was.
Yeah.
I like that.
Much more crisp, yeah.
Crisp.
But that one looked the one you just put down
Mm,
looks more 3D.
yeah.
The shades looks more, yeah.
And remember, folks, when you pull out your wallet to buy these, they are handmade.
They are.
Just like real snowflakes. Santa Claus makes them. Personally.
I wouldn't call Joe
Who
Santa.
told
But,
you that bullshit?
my
that
beard
Santa
is not
Claus
that
makes
white yet.
snowflakes?
yeah.
Well, you don't think he's going to let the elves handle artwork like that?
I didn't think he made snow. I didn't think that was his capabilities of making snowflakes.
Nah, he can do just about anything.
I thought the far right and the far left made snowflakes.
There we
Oh my
go.
god! I love that. Okay. We're getting into it real early tonight. I can't.
Oh,
And we're only 13 minutes in.
Mhm.
you should have been here for stupid o'clock. We got into it like 30 seconds in. So
Oh, I was going to be, but
the drifts were really deep.
cut deep.
What do you guys think? $10 for those? Sound about right for a handmade, hand burned?
Sounds good.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised. A
At least.
store would charge you 30.
Charge 15, and then you can always you can talk them down. Charge 15, and then like if you want to talk someone down, because I paid 15.
Yeah, I can part with this for 10. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the problem is they're going on my website.
Oh, okay. Well, you can't
Put
have
them on
them
for
there.
15 or 12.50, because I could at least put a little extra on it, because people tax things. I would see someone buying that for 15, or I could see buying that for 15 or 12.50. Honestly, because if it's handmade, if you put that it's handmade on there, hand carved.
And it even comes with the twine.
Too bad
Oh.
Misty's asleep. Otherwise, I could show you the Santa that scared the hell out of her the other night
Oh, Lord.
that my mom made. It's probably about 7-8 foot tall. So it's a Santa standing on top of two elves, and the two elves are basically trying to boost him up like he's trying to climb up on a roof. My mom sketched it out. My dad cut it out. And then Mom sanded everything down, painted it, and sealed it. And they used to have that in the front yard, like he was trying to climb up on the roof of the house.
Nice. So, how
Stuck
did
that
it
in the
scare
bedroom.
her?
Stuck that in the bedroom the other day because we got it out of the house because we closed on the house Friday. So since no one else wanted to take it, since my mom and dad made that by hand, I'm like, I'm not throwing this away. Mm-hmm. So I've got that stuck by the foot of the bed against the wall. Misty came home from work not knowing it was there.
The people in the apartment complex across the courtyard hear the scream.
I didn't, but
that's
apparently
because she was screaming in a voice that only dogs can hear.
Apparently, I was told that she was extremely happy that she did not have to go to the bathroom, otherwise she would have wet herself. Because the two elves, if the skin tone was actually green instead of actual skin tone, they would look like little goblins instead. So she just saw that out of the corner of her eye and she just freaked out. She's like, I don't know if I want that in the bedroom. I'm like, it's the only place we got for it right now.
Simply you'll compromise and turn it to face the wall. You just have to look at the outline of it.
But yeah, so I almost got my ass kicked last night.
Deservedly so, I would say.
Yeah.
Richie.
You only did that because secretly you're evil.
Oh no,
that's not a secret.
I'm
That's
sitting,
outward.
I'm sitting there as I'm putting there, and I'm like, it's going to scare her. All right. Because I could have moved stuff so that it actually laid down against the wall and stuff like that, but
or slid it under the bed.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's too much stuff under the bed right now. We couldn't actually get that under there.
I didn't ash on anybody's keyboard.
A boy and
that
his
didn't
toys.
happen.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
just
Rich.
updated the site. What updates does it have now?
Richie reminds me of that little, the naughty little boy that Red Skelton used to do. When he would say, if I doed it, I'm going to get a whipping. I doed it.
I remember that.
One of my favorite supervisors that I ever had when I was working at SCI, the company that I started supporting the firm through originally. That was his name in Yahoo, was I done doed it.
I done doed it.
Nice.
I done did it.
Oh.
If I doed it, I get a whooping. I doed it. Because that actually made its way into a lot of Tex Avery cartoons too, I believe.
Yeah, I believe it did.
Probably.
Tex Avery only stole from the best.
Yeah.
Hey, on the few occasions he stole something, it was from something really good. And there were a lot of cultural references in those cartoons too. Unfortunately, nowadays nobody knows that because that culture was back then. So
Seriously? Fine. Be that way.
Yeah.
Be an asshole.
Okay.
Every time we go by Vincennes, we need to go to the Red Skelton Museum. And we never managed to stop.
his clown paintings were famous. I mean, seriously, famous. not only was his comedy, and he was a very, very decent and gentle man. I have never heard anybody say anything bad about him that knew him in real life.
I hear Clown Payton, and I just think of Casey.
Did anybody understand that?
Yeah, but I'm not in the serial killer chat, so
So
Yeah.
we go ahead, Donna.
Now I've got myself wondering if they've got some of his clips up on YouTube. I'll have to check that out.
I do believe they do, but it may be very, very short clips of like single routines from the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they do have the one with him and John Wayne. That was. How you think I got this eye patch?
And these young kids are going, boy, the boomers are talking about it again.
Memories.
All Alone in the Moonlight.
Memories.
You did see that photograph. That's what you call pumpkin spice right there.
You saw my comment on it, didn't you?
And that's not to be confused with the one of the Spice Girls, although there were a couple that probably could have qualified.
You are killing me tonight.
That's not my intention.
Yeah, I know.
But I'll accept it as applause.
It is.
Joe was going to say something, and he let me go first.
Sorry.
Oh,
Joe.
so are we thinking Discord for the new?
Oh, I can do that on my phone. And
The
my
new
Chromebook.
green room?
Yeah.
He's researching.
Yeah.
Carl's researching, or
yeah.
He's thinking about it. But if they're going to be recording rooms, whether we want them or not,
They're going to be recording either, no matter which platform we're on, any of them. I'm just going to tell you this right now, Donna.
well, yeah, but other platforms aren't going to judge us like Facebook does.
True.
Oh my! I just had a very disturbing thought. I know, be gentle. It's in a strange place. Is this policy change because of the green room? Did we do this?
It was probably like the green room and other places and other things. That and they're just trying to suppress freedom of speech and other shit as well. And I could go on a tyrant about that, but I'm not going to.
Oh, it's another one of those. Well, it's been a month or two. Let's change stuff. Let's change something again. What shall we change this month?
yeah.
Yeah. Let's disable
Not
another
even
useful
that.
app. Yeah.
Well, if he does decide to try and do Discord, I already have a Discord server that I pay for the Nitro on. So that way you can do the higher res images and has some of the extra perks and stuff.
Okay.
So
What? Discord has changed since the last time I was on it.
You can have so many channels and different things and stuff, yeah.
So it there, but we only had audio or leave messages.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since I've been on Discord.
There was a 1 year
You can
during
chat and other things.
during COVID that LibertyCon did the entire convention on Discord,
I've seen things like that happen.
and it was highly entertaining. And you could watch it over and over again. because it was recorded.
Recorded.
It was recorded intentionally. I should say that too. They meant for it to be watchable over and over again. If there's a way to keep it from being broadcast to other places, that would be a plus. If there's a way to not have it put on our permanent record, that would be a plus. Yeah. You've been exposed to that threat, have you, Emily? This is going on your permanent record. Yeah, well,
I've
who's
been
gonna read
threatened.
that? I'm gonna be 66 next month. Somebody show me my permanent record. I want to see it. How permanent is it?
That's pretty true.
I wouldn't know. I never heard those words. Believe it or not.
Really?
Really?
That's because you never got caught.
That's because yeah. I like that.
That's because, believe it or not, I was a very, very shy person. In spite of spending over a decade dancing in front of an audience. And being in some plays and stuff, when it came to sitting in class, I was very quiet. I only had one detention in 12 years of school. And then I went to college and I became a waitress. And you cannot be shy and wait on construction workers and truckers.
This is true. I believe I owe my shyness to a second grade teacher who tried to curb my
creativity.
Well, hitherto gregarious personality by tying me to the desk.
Did you go to Catholic school too?
No, it wasn't any religion involved.
Public schools back then had some horrendous teachers.
I was gonna say I had a teacher who threw shoes at us. Her name was Mrs. Smiley, ironically. She was really nice, but like she would check shoes. She would literally just shit, no matter what she was wearing, it would just fucking whomp and come off and go across the room. I did go to a private Catholic school though, so
yeah,
it was allowed there. And we had nuns and shit.
Evidently, my habit of getting up and talking to anybody that wanted to have a conversation was disruptive to the second grade class time. So,
fuck that shit.
It was a very big rope, and I had already read 3 books on Houdini, so that didn't really do any good. But
that's awesome.
It did kind of. I was so embarrassed at the treatment that I became very, very shy after that. I didn't want anybody to notice that I existed.
Well, that's horrible. I'm sorry.
Which probably explains the fact that I didn't even get a date until college.
Well, yeah, especially if you secluded yourself.
I had to. It was protective coloration.
Yeah.
Sometimes someone will make a decision to do something to drive home a point, usually pertaining to their authority.
Oh,
that
fuck, I
is so traumatic that the victim of same has a hard time overcoming it in later years. And here I am. I'm just I'm painfully shy, even now, but here I am doing this stuff. Um, and you wouldn't know it. You would not know that I was scared to death when you see me on a panel at a convention or something, because I'm doing this stuff. So, I wouldn't say I've overcome it, but I have learned to ignore the shyness. I think the dog is trying to tell me that it's time to come to bed. I hear her scratching at the door. It's a big dog, a really big dog.
The teachers in my first 4 grades were mentally abusive to certain students. And I just, at that time, you did not question authority. They were the teachers. They were the authority. You did not question them.
Yeah, you don't question your boss or back then.
Yeah.
Which my mother was furious when I finally told her as an adult what had happened, because she probably would have gone in and whipped some butt.
Said something. Yeah.
But my first grade teacher, my best friend, was blonde haired and about this big around. And I wasn't a chubby kid, but compared to her, I was. With my auburn hair. Teacher would call me by her name and her by my name.
Get you two mixed up?
How do you get a blonde and a redhead mixed up? You know, it's not like we looked at each other. Hi, Carrie.
Hey, Carrie. You got the link.
This is the same teacher who, as I was sitting in, our bathrooms were in the same room as the first and second grade, because it was a mixed group. And we were supposed to raise our hands if we had to use it. So I'm raising, and she's not acknowledging me, and I wet my pants there sitting at the desk. So I'm informed, well, if you have to go that badly, go ahead, and I don't see your hand, which this room was not that big. Just get up and go. So the next time I'm at the chalkboard, I raise my hand, I wave my hand, she ignores me again, I start back to the bathroom, she makes me go back to the chalkboard before I can get back there and stand there until I wet my pants again.
This is not discipline, this is humiliation.
Yeah, that's not teaching anyone anything. That's not helping anything.
That's okay. I became a writer, and she has died many horrible deaths since then. I am vindicated.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yep. Already asleep.
Oh, well, Carrie, we understand. We understand.
Especially Dan.
Did I pass out while I was talking to you last night?
No, and had I been here when you did go to sleep, I could have woke you up very easily.
Well,
Rich, you've got to practice the voice.
I don't think Rich's voice is going to work.
Light and lilting. Dan.
I think Emily could pull it off.
Not as good as Joe, though.
Oh, no. It's Anna figured it out the first time, and everybody was surprised when she just started just very quiet and very lilting, very sexy voice, and goes, Dan. And I go, yes, dear, or something similar. I mean, it's like, oh, yep, I'm awake now.
The really funny thing, Emily, is that the guys in the group had tried all sorts of noises, sirens, alarms, even the brown noise, and nothing worked. It takes a woman.
I pay attention to women.
It usually does.
Oh, yes, you do.
It usually does.
Oh dear. But enough of my foibles. I won't blush because I'm not ashamed of it. Not in the least. When I fall asleep, I'm asleep.
Feel that when I'm out, I am out.
Yeah. I can't argue with that. I slept through a tornado. My mom
apparently,
was so mad.
apparently, I slept through a couple of recordings of nuclear explosions. Oh yes, Kiri. You're exactly right. Yep. Need to get Donna or Joe Dog every time I fall asleep on the stream. He did have to call Chris one night, and Chris had to wake up Joe Dog. And I don't know how Joe Dog managed to wake me up, but probably got his Donna to say Dan. And she would have been pissed about that because he would have had to wake her up. Oh yeah, Chris, you're right. You're right.
With the voice.
I'm not the only one.
I can believe that. Chris has a very lilting voice.
Once the technique has been demonstrated, it can be imitated.
Okay, my mom needs to go to bed finally. I keep hearing walking around up there. And the wife is asleep.
Oh.
And seeing as mom ain't actually been on this mortal plane since March.
Doesn't mean she's not around.
This is true. And it's not like you can just sit there and holler, Mom! Because you'll wake your wife up.
No, she took some NyQuil. She is currently dead to the world. There is no voice that would wake her up right now, including mine.
Challenge accepted.
Hey, you want to wake that sleeping bear that's currently sick? By all means, you take your life into your own hands.
Oh.
Take your life into your own.
Nope.
That's why he just mimics your voice.
Honey, I'm home. No, that won't work.
Yep.
Carrie, it's very simple. You just have to kind of lower your voice and speak directly into the microphone. Give it a little bit of lilt.
It's just like waking someone up, like, Dan, get up. Like, just get up. Like, yeah.
Well, you got to make it sound like he's going to get a reward if he wakes up.
Oh. See, now Donna's giving real tricks.
Yeah.
Men work on the reward-based system really well.
That's what I've learned.
I spent 45 years at the factory based on a reward system. That one was called a weekly paycheck. And I finally had enough of that shit, so I'm going to retire.
Donna gives a weekly paycheck of her own.
It's more
Send
than
me
weekly,
parents
honey.
fire. I love you, Donna. I hope I'm still kicking like that at your age.
Hey, it's all up here,
We're
sweetie.
still young. I mean, seriously.
At heart.
No,
I'm
chronologically too. We've still got
I'm only
another.
talking about you, Dan. I'm only talking about you, Dan, 9-year-old.
Well, yeah, but I've still got
Donna's
a.
not. Donna's relatively
I'm the oldest
younger.
one in the room, honey.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
You're older than Dan?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mhm.
I don't buy it.
She's a year older than I am.
Dan will be 66 in November, and I'll be 67.
Dan,
You got it.
you are almost the age of my father.
I'm-
Okay, that's different than what I usually hear.
Oh, I was the mistake from another marriage.
it-
Yeah.
it's smaller on the outside.
No, Emily, I play World of Warcraft, and I have this tendency
Okay.
to attract
And you say
14-year-old
you're
boys
shy.
for some reason.
Uh,
And I've had a couple ask me out, and I'm like, honey, I'm old enough to be your mother. And the
and they
last
go,
time,
"Oh, I'm 14. Oh, okay, I'm old enough to be your
be your
grandmother."
grandmother. No, what he said was, no, my mother's only 38.
Okay, take
Your
two mothers and call
grandmother.
me in the morning. Uh,
And he
oh,
still wanted to go out with me. So I gotta go fix
God.
supper for my husband.
mm,
Try to help a noob. Sheesh. They want to date you.
mm. It's the voice of experience.
Well, I'm glad we were
The
just
Mrs.
typing to each
Robinson
other.
syndrome is what it is.
I'm just glad we were just typing to each other, because if we'd been in a group and he could hear this voice, he'd be rude for life.
It's the
Mm.
Donna charm.
Soothing savage beasts since 14. That's not the year, but her age at the time. I probably could have said that better.
I take after my
Very
grandpa
much so.
Miller.
Okay, that's the last one for the night.
Mm.
I got one more I could do, but my back just isn't going to let me tonight.
I know that feeling.
No more snowflakes for your back.
So, Dan, are we going short tonight because of your trip tomorrow?
I
don't
have
think
an
that's
alarm
gonna stop,
clock
Dan.
set for my normal Sunday time, and Lindsay's is set like 3 hours earlier. But
So
she wants to wake up and feed the cats and feed the dog and make sure the dog goes outside and comes back in.
So she wants to take responsibility and do all of that, and you're gonna sleep in, and then y'all are gonna go.
Pretty much, yeah. Basically, I'm used to for work. I will stay up till 1 or 2 a.m. My alarm clock goes off at 6. I'm in the car and headed out of the driveway by 6:10 to 6:15.
Nice.
And I get to
No
work and I
working
lock
to the hair
myself.
in the morning. Just
I get to work and I
Slick it
lock myself
back,
in my
go.
lab. And if I nod off, I nod off, and nobody wakes me up because they don't know I'm there.
because they don't know I'm there.
And my boss doesn't come in till 9. So. No.
Hey.
You
Well,
got-
that's like the one time at work when I made the comment that I don't wake up till 10. My boss is like, but you're at work at 8. What's your point?
So, I've already had 5 cups of coffee by then too, and I'm still not awake. Um, I have told people, look, I get here by 6:30 every morning. Don't ask me to be coherent until at least the second cup of coffee.
Or cheerful, or any sort of type of way that's not gonna fucking kill you.
Mm. Oh. And years ago, there were other habits that were practiced on the drive to work, which you are quite familiar with. And
Very much so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and I didn't have the lab then. I couldn't hide. I was on the floor working, and still didn't wake up till about 10. I'm going, do you realize how many bags of fiberglass insulation I loaded in a machine by hand while asleep?
Hey, something you do by rote,
Half
you know?
baked.
You really, they didn't hire me because I'm intelligent. They hired me because I could count to 16 without having to take my shoes off.
I made a mistake. I make the mistake almost every morning of going in and saying hi to Carl before going down and getting my coffee. And usually he's pretty good at just saying morning and give me a kiss and let me go. But the other morning, he's like, da, 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 da. And I'm like, huh?
He broke the script.
I think he was still talking as I walked out of the room. And I'm thinking, I hope he doesn't. I hope there's not a test later.
You would fail. It would not go well.
Lindsay has learned to send me texts at work so that when I'm actually awake, I can read them a second time. Oh, and she'll even email me at my work email. She will send me shopping lists and things like that. And she's got them all organized. I mean, it's like you go into the store and you take a right and you kind of every aisle without repetition. Checkout counter, parking lot. She's got it all down. She's got it all down.
I did that when I was doing the grocery shopping. Started the packing store. And have have the aisle numbers. I mean, I didn't cheat sheet.
And yeah, the aisle numbers and everything. She will be doing the extreme couponing stuff too. So with the coupons, she gets notification of what aisle and what shelf everything is on. And I'm going, oh, I see that number. Yeah. I'm sorry. They're out of that. It was on sale.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm going to get whooping when I get home. It's just she's learned to expect that by the time I get off from work, a lot of the on sale stuff is going to be gone when I get to the store.
Well, we don't even call it a shopping list anymore. We call it the wish list.
Scavenger hunt. That's what Carl calls it. Scavenger hunt.
Well, we used to, both of us get up and we'd have breakfast at Burger King and then we'd go shopping. And then COVID hit and he's, with my lack of immunity, he's like, you're not going out. I'll go do the shopping. And his favorite story is he was pushing his cart along and there were two men talking and complaining because they didn't know where this stuff was that their wives had sent them after. and he walks by displaying the list that I have made out. He's in says aloud, but not to them, but just so that they can hear. I'm so glad that my wife has the aisle numbers on everything that she needs. Let's see, such and such is on, yes, 14 here. Yeah, I bet some wives heard about that when they got home.
I bet they didn't.
Mm.
I bet they didn't.
I
I
bet
bet,
they
Oh,
didn't
I bet
directly. I
those
bet it
guys
was.
never said a word about it, but
Well,
they
I'm
were
willing to bet it
jealous.
wasn't directly. I'm willing to bet it was more of the subtle hints of,
Oh
hey,
my gosh, this guy I saw in the grocery store was talking on the phone.
Yes, telling somebody in her hearing. Yeah, this guy at the store had a shopping list and everything was by aisle number. It worked for me.
Hey, that's why when I need something from Lowe's or Home Depot, I will go online and look up aisle number, bay number, so I know exactly where to go to get what I need.
Same.
And if they're out of stock, not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
Because it will tell me, oh, we've only got 3 left. And I'm going, I'm not going to get there till almost 6 p.m. Let's hope they still got at least one.
I usually call the store at that point. I'm like, hey, can you pull back yada yada for me, please?
Yeah, I could
I usually call at that point.
I could actually do that online and go, hey, I'm going to pre-order this.
Mm-hmm. For pickup.
And well, the thing is, I'm not supposed to be on anything but the company network when I'm at work. They don't even like us to use our cell phones.
You're not supposed to take a nap either, but we're not talking about that, are we?
You're so sharp, you're going to cut yourself.
1, 2, 3, 4,
So a little
5 for Emily.
Dan.
I like this girl. She can stay.
Well, we even I keep 2 of everything around. And
There's 2 Carls.
you weren't supposed to know that.
Oh god.
I
world-
like
The
I've got
world is
one.
going, wait a minute.
I've got a bottle of ketchup that I'm using, and there's one in the pantry. I finish the one I'm using. I bring the one in the pantry out. I put ketchup on the list because sometimes it'll be by the time that ketchup is done before the ketchup will be. Learn that the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
Do the same thing
Another
with
thing
toilet
I've
paper
learned
and
from
other
work
shit.
was that I have a salt and pepper grinder in my locker because they don't give us condiments anymore. I've got a bottle of ketchup in a
Oh, because of COVID and shit, yeah.
no, because the guy that used to do all the vending machines and everything and restock everything in the free stuff that the vending company gave us retired, and the new people are going, ain't my job to give y'all ketchup or paper plates or forks or anything. So everybody has just learned that if you want a paper plate, you buy some at the grocery store and you put them in your locker and you use yours and don't tell anybody you got any. Otherwise, they'll go, hey, you got an extra paper plate?
Nope.
No, I'm fresh out, man. This was the last one.
You're much nicer than me. I was a dick when I worked with people. Like,
Hey.
no, I was a dick. I'm like, nope. Unless I like the person, then I'd give them pepper play. But you're like, nope. I just straight up say no. You'd be nice enough to sugarcoat a lie and say, oh, it's my last one. I'm like, nope, you can't have it. Bring your fucking own.
Well,
Mhm.
I have been known. I'm sitting there fixing to eat my breakfast biscuit after I've salt and peppered and
Oh, Joe, I'm
mustard
bad on
the
you.
eggs and sausage, and somebody go, "Hey, you mind if I borrow your salt shaker and your pepper grinder there?" And I go, "Help yourself. I get them at dollar store. They're cheap there." So,
Oh, condiments and stuff, yeah, I'd share, just not like with the bosses. Unless it was
oh,
Chris Nagel.
the bosses
Chris
have their
Nagel was
own,
nice.
or they go out to a restaurant and get their breakfast. They don't show up till 9 or 10 o'clock.
Do you
We
work
have to be
union
there at 7.
factory?
Oh, yes, yes. We
I worked with union people. I just wasn't signed on union because I was a student worker. So
that's all right. I bet
I
nobody
get the
held it against
factory
you.
system. Well, no, it wasn't all right because the pay was horrible. It was horrible
Yeah,
compared to what everyone else was making doing the same exact job that I was.
yeah. Well, that our
It was just
union
how the
has
system was ran.
our union makes sure that even if you're not in the union, you get the same pay as everybody else for the same job. The company
That's
has no right to
good.
pay you less just because you're
Mhm.
not in the union. You
Yeah.
work there, and they negotiate to get this rate for this job. It doesn't matter whether you're in the union or not.
What
Uh,
state are you in, Dan? May I
Georgia,
ask? Okay,
Georgia.
that tells me everything. I'm in Illinois. I'm in Illinois.
Mhm.
They're screwing us for
Yeah.
everything. That tells me everything I need to know. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That
Carl
that
used to be a state employee. I know how it goes.
yep. And
Okay.
the union is now part of United Steelworkers.
Wait,
And
where
when
in
the
Georgia do you live again? I'm sorry.
Georgia,
Or oh, okay, the Georgia part of Georgia.
hmm
Yeah.
we're about 90 miles due east of Atlanta.
Okay.
Um, if you're ever bombarded by college football advertisements, University of Georgia is like 20 minutes from me. I actually
I have a
attended
couple
until I
brothers in
ran out of money.
Savannah and one in
Savannah,
Atlanta.
yes, yes. My my sister's daughter, my niece, is going to an art school in Savannah. Due to graduate very, very soon. She's hoping
Yeah,
to
SCAD.
become she's hoping to become an animator
Savannah
for
College of
either
Art and Design. It's a
Disney
very fine
or
college.
Industrial Light and Magic, and she's good
Mhm.
enough to where she could get either one.
I was gonna
Dan,
say most SCAD graduates come out to be in Disney and stuff. I've seen a lot of them be Disney animators.
I think that's why she picked that one.
Dan Curie has a comment for you.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Anyone who can appreciate Kim Possible enough to make it. Oh, that was my ringtone. Hi. Oh, yeah, because we talked about that in the early one. Yeah, okay. Boom. Where you're calling me sharp. Now I'm much duller. Okay.
well,
Yeah, I think it's that last line.
I think he's flirting with you.
Oh, I thought that was a girl. I'm sorry. I didn't. Curie? I didn't know. Just with the profile pic. I can't tell.
Well,
No
ladies and
idea.
gentlemen, I am actually going to take off for the night. Yes, Donna, the ladies part included you. I saw you looking around.
It's a
Oh,
formal thing.
Y'all have a great evening, and I'll see you soon.
Night, Joe.
Take a look.
see you, Joe.
Night.
Yes, my mom wanted a girl so badly she named me Donna, which means lady. Boy, was she wrong.
Oh my. That's all I can think of.
I'm not burning out. I'm just running out of things to say. I'll think of some more bullshit in a minute. Give me time.
That's new. That's new.
Well, I'm painfully shy, remember?
That's not what you said last night.
I didn't say anything last night. I was asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And the things you can do in your sleep.
Amen, Donna.
Training. Training. Advanced training at that.
And Rich is just going on and ignoring us.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm listening.
Oh, I figured out. Last one we get a comment.
I'm just a man on a mission.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to misgender anything the VTuber avatars. Oh, nice. I've never met Kiri actually, so maybe, but except for talking. So yeah.
First time I met Kiri in person, it was at Hallowcon, and it was
2
late
years ago.
COVID. Yeah, and wearing a mask, and I'm going, okay, because he had been just showing his avatar before and not on camera himself. And I'm going, I know the voice. I really know the voice. And oh, it's Kiri, okay.
But Kiri has chosen to go to a different con than Hallowcon this year, I believe. Is that right, Kiri?
Well, it's not like there's a rule or something. You can only go to this one and none other. You're allowed to have more than one interest.
Don't make me come over there and slap your face.
Excuse me?
Don't threaten him with a good time.
Yeah, you went to Comic-Con.
No, this next week. Where are you going to be, Kiri?
Really putting him on the spot now.
Well, yeah.
Look, some people have limited budgets. You got to pick where your money's going to go for that month.
I completely feel.
And if he wanted to go to Comic-Con,
yeah, I got an event on Saturday. How big can you be, fucking Kiri? Tell us. What is the event?
Well, Kiri, I'll miss being able to hug you.
okay, now he's changing his room reservations from one hotel to another and one con to another. Anticipation.
Donna gives good hugs. Actually, strike that. Donna gives fucking phenomenal hugs.
Well, thank you, Rich. Dan gives good $10 kisses.
He only charged me $2.
He didn't charge me. He owed me $10.
I'm going to let that ride. I could get myself in so much trouble with my wife. No, when Donna and I first met in person, She says, "Is it okay if we kiss?" And I go, "Yes." And then she laid one on me.
That was just a friend kiss.
I was aware of that.
You never kissed a friend?
Oh no, there's friend kisses and then there's really friendly kisses.
Oh, okay. Now I'm catching you drift.
No
There's
tongues, but
there's I'm not gonna get you in trouble with your wife friend kisses, and then there's the oh you're so in trouble kisses.
And that was a you're so in trouble kiss.
Nah,
no,
that
actually
was a
no.
friend kiss.
Actually, no. She held back.
I've been known to. I respect other people's monogamy, territory, whatever.
Yep. Natural born monogamy is both a blessing and, in some people's mind, a curse. But
I don't think it's a curse. I don't know.
well, I get totally devoted to.
Do you get hopelessly devoted?
I actually understood that reference. Yes. It's just I'm not capable of handling the complications that arise with polyamory.
Yeah, you can't.
It's not complications for polyamorous people, but it would be complications for me. So, perfectly fine for people that work that way. I'm just not built that way. And people respect that.
I can barely keep up with the one I have. Bringing others into the fold? Oh, hell no.
Polyamory is, and people don't believe me when I say this, but polyamory is as much about family as it is about many lovers.
Oh, it's more about family than it is about the number of lovers you have.
Yeah,
It's practically it's all about family. And I'm not polyamorous, so I do know so many people that are that I've managed to find a way to understand it.
Oh,
there is a huge polyamory community in Seattle, Washington, and they are trying to change some things so that, for instance, if you have the two wives and children by both, all of them can be on the same insurance policy.
Yes, that's the big thing.
Yeah, and you've got to work out things like wills and whatever. And I've seen it work two ways. It wasn't until after we decided to be poly that I'm like, that explains that one girl and two guys that we used to see at the armory. Okay.
One of my neighbors had a husband and a wife. And she's quite famous overall. Not for that, but for her job. But she writes books about all of the different aspects of human sexuality. She's got degrees in this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
the study of same. Absolutely wonderful lady.
Mm-hmm.
I got it just before Lindsay and I got together, but only because we were still on the telephone with each other, and she had not decided that she was going to hop on a Greyhound bus and ride 3 days to come and meet me for the first time in person. I got invited to a party over there, and the lady apologized, going, "Well, I didn't really think about this. You're so much fun to have as a guest. You're the only straight person in the room." And I'm going, let me think about that. And then a few minutes later, the perfect reply came to me. I go, okay, here's how it goes. I may be vanilla, but I'm a science fiction writer, so I already out-weird everybody in the room by a factor of 10. I got aliens living in my head, and they have sex. And I had to invent the ways that they have sex.
Yes,
Well-
but is it good?
For them, it is.
Well, the thing of it is, every relationship has rules, whether they're spoken or not.
Yeah.
They're usually unspoken when it's only two people, because
I would
what you want.
clarify it as every successful relationship.
Polly, the rules are always spoken because you sit
Well, the healthy
you
one.
s- you
The
sit
healthy
down
one.
and you say,
I've seen
this is
some
how it's
very
got to be.
toxic poly relationships before.
Yeah. And Kiri, you're still thinking about the romantic side of it. It's not romance, it's family. And family is not always romantic.
No.
And maybe your second partner, we used to call them OSO, other significant other.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that one's not romantic anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, yeah. Um,
Oh yeah, I don't judge either way. I have friends who are poly, but I've also seen toxic poly. I've seen healthy poly relationships. I've seen both.
well,
I
I've
get
seen
both ends.
I've seen toxic
have my
vanilla too, but
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, not all relationships go smooth, whether they're monogamous or poly. You just got to work at it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Joe Dog is having a nervous breakdown.
Again.
He's been having this all night over this fucking
That
printer.
printer is definitely
Can I
on
curse
on its last
since
legs.
the live?
Oh
I
fuck
think
yeah!
so. I
The
fucking
thing
hope
of it is,
so.
this is the second printer within the week that's let him down.
Fuck. That's annoying as shit. Glad that's not me. That's no, I'm kidding. That's horrible. I'm really sorry, Joe Dog, if that sucks.
Richie, carry the 3. Okay. He found where he skipped the decimal point.
And then divide it by 2.
I've got a bunch of loose chainmail rings that I'm trying to figure out what the size is off the top of my head. I'm like, okay, so is this the 3/8 or is this the 5/16?
Oh, and I bet you don't have a micrometer handy.
No, the closest I have is a sewing tape measure.
That's a little bit harder.
Doable, though.
Yeah, it can be done. It's just annoying. Yeah, Joe Dog, I think it's the computer.
That's why I was doing the mental math.
Yeah, the not printing it in a strict numerical order is a clue that something is wrong with the computer. The printer just does what it's told to do. The computer is telling it to do the wrong thing. I don't know how long it's been since you upgraded from what you're using or what you were previously using to what you're using now. It's like for the streaming, I've got a really fast streaming computer. I try and do the same thing on the other computer, which is not anywhere near as fast. It don't work too well. It gets annoying. It really does. When the stuff you've been trusting to do the job you want it to do
That and you
suddenly doesn't do the job anymore.
Yeah.
Machinery gets that way. It might be a bunch of junk files in there that have not been deleted, but then again, you probably already know that and have done the cleanup thing, whatever it's called.
Purge.
Just needs less Windows 11 and more Windows XP. Yeah, XP worked flawlessly in its day, but it's only 32-bit, not 64-bit. So
I wouldn't say flawlessly. It worked well within the parameters that it needed to. In most cases.
I sit corrected, and gladly so. It worked really well for me. Matter of fact, I've still got a laptop and a desktop here that's not even wired in.
For home users, XP was beautiful.
That would explain my satisfaction with it.
For home users, Vista was decent. Okay, and I know right now Bachman somewhere's going, "You son of a bitch, you take that back."
In his sleep, yes.
Just feel any disruption in the force.
However, Windows Millennium was no good whatsoever for anybody. So.
Oh yeah, me sucked so hard that Dyson sent them a cease and desist. You're infringing on our business model there, buddy.
Oops, we got a ping. Oh, it's Joe Dog.
The printer didn't.
Wait a minute.
The disturbance in the force was the thing actually fucking working.
Oh, yay!
Oh.
Finally. It took so long, but you got it.
Now he just has to laminate them.
Poor Joe looks like he's been through the ringer.
My table is not going to be next to the door to the outside. It's going to be in the parking lot.
It's going to be right next to Joe Dog, and Joe Dog is going to have John bring him a couple of batches of eggs.
Fuck ups.
Oh, man.
That looks like about 60 pages of mistakes there.
Yeah. Glad I bought the 150 pack.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Kiri's probably right.
I think there was more than a bit of cursing this time.
I think it was the threat of taking a very large axe to it that finally worked.
No, it was the bottle. It was the 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew.
You
Did
threatened
you
to hit it with it?
Did you baptize the thing or drink it yourself?
No, I threatened to baptize it.
That's about the same as walking up to a person and go, blood, 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 blood. All the while holding a Viking axe.
Blood for Thor! I love
I
that
bet
story.
you I saw 25 to 30 Vikings today.
We get around.
Okay, 31.
I gotta fix my hat so it stays on.
And that's in chain link, isn't it?
Yep.
As a chainmail Thor's hammer.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
And of course,
That's what they're calling it.
Oh, Dan. This weekend,
the one I wear.
ask Chris about the female bodybuilder.
That's cool.
Will Chris want to talk about the female bodybuilder? That's my question.
Oh, yeah. We're walking down there and we're discussing everything. And she was standing there in her bikini and drop dead gorgeous, perfectly toned. And I'm just like, Chris goes, Joe, focus. I said, I am.
Kiri, I'm not putting that one on. JoJo may put that one up, but I'm not putting that one up. What was it I said to Emily just a little while ago? It applies to you. You're so sharp, you're going to cut yourself one day.
Well, that can be taken all sorts of different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, I am a junior.
He doesn't say that.
So a lot of times people would see my first name, Rich, and then my last name, Asplund, and then Junior, and they would pronounce it Asplinger.
Ass plunger. That's
Oh,
what
yes.
I'm gonna have to call you now. I'm sorry.
I am.
No. Only in person, not where it can be recorded.
Oh no. Always.
Well, now
And then, of course,
the agenda and the contract. We sign contract tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
You mean today?
On Sunday?
I just learned mine.
Is he frozen?
No, I think that's just a deer in the headlights look. He's still breathing. I can see his chest moving.
Oh no, I broke him. I didn't mean to.
He's sitting there going, oh, the alarm clock is going to go off in a couple of hours. Okay, now he's frozen.
I think I've got just a couple things of chainmail.
Just a few.
Just a little bit. And off he goes.
Well, actually, in between those 4 baggies you held up, you've got 3 entire suits of armor for Red Sonja. 4 if it's summertime.
Yeah, I think you're a Kiri.
You can try, but I bet she can think of them faster than you can.
Who knows?
Might be the heat.
I'm getting tired. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Y'all have a great night.
You too.
Have a great one, kiddo.
See you
Good
later,
night.
Emily.
Night.
I
16.
think I should be proud of myself for resisting the temptation to twist those words. Oh God, I'm growing up.
Oh no, don't do that.
Oh.
I'll be in.
But puberty was such fun. Oh, he had a total internet failure is what happened to Joe Dog.
Ooh. Damn.
System crash. Oh, Gary. You're going to get in so much trouble and you're going to have so much fun. Ah.
Yes, dear.
I'm just going, hey. Lights flicker and boom, it was out, Joe Dog says.
Hmm.
One too many pickled eggs. Oh, I'm in so much trouble.
Internet can't even handle Joe threatening Mountain Dew baptisms.
It's going, hey, denial of service attack. No, it's not a troll. It's just the internet. Oh, Lord.
Not gonna help this bunch.
I can't wait till Thursday. Well, Thursday evening. Okay. Not looking forward to the drive. I'm looking forward to getting there. I'm looking forward to the fish and chips at the restaurant on the way. The place has a good reputation, so I will watch for Lindsay's reaction, and if she likes it, I will know that my inferior American taste buds are not incorrect, that it tastes great, and we will operate on that basis from then on. I'm wondering what I'm going to do while she's in that church tomorrow. I'm not driving an hour home and then driving an hour back to pick her up after church. I'm going to have to find something to do in Lawrenceville.
On a Sunday morning.
On a Sunday morning, yes.
There's the rub.
I don't know. I think my best bet is to pray they have a Waffle House. And I can go in and nobody will bother me if I order breakfast and read my book until church is over. Well, that reminds me, my book ought to be charged back up by now. Let's see. Yes. The Kindle is now at 100%. I'm going to leave it charged up till in the morning. Hopefully I won't walk off and leave it. But I've done that going to work on Monday mornings at times, is forget to put it someplace where I can
see it and take it.
Yep. Joe Dog just posted in Messenger. He found the problem, which means he's looking in the mirror. Kiri.
Oh my.
As long as it can cope with alphabetical by author, but with collections as exceptions.
Yeah.
So, you get a series of books that's written by different people. The series is in alphabetical order by title, but you don't put each individual author in alphabetical order on the shelf. You keep the series together. Boy, that sounded anal as fuck.
I'm not saying anything considering
Oh my!
what?
It was the cat.
All right, I'm back.
Hi, back.
Fucking cat unplugged the router.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I'm going down the hall and I'm not taking the headset with me.
Coward.
Wise man.
No, I got there and I walked in there and she just had all the wires just all tangled up in them. I'm like, you fucking cat.
Yeah. I'm surprised our cat hasn't done that yet. Most of our wires are done up in a little plastic hose-like thing, flexible hose. So that there's only just the one thing hanging down there, and doesn't seem to be too attracted to it so far.
Yeah, Kiri goes, my cat's turned the Wi-Fi off all the time. Well, I'm hardline. That's what was killing me. That's what I couldn't figure out what was wrong.
Yeah, we are too.
All right, that's done.
Just don't like the router. Do-do-do-do.
Yeah, it's been a interesting night.
To put it mildly.
Yeah. I bet Carl's had some of them aggravating nights where he's just about ready to throw something out the window.
Not nights, no. Days, maybe.
I'm sure Rich has. You know, the ever famous, it was just working.
Many times those attorneys I wanted to throw out a window.
Well, Carl's got all our stuff scared.
I asked Rich, what stopped you?
The windows don't open.
Again, what stopped you? You would have been a hero.
Well, I'd also be unemployed. Considering I work for a law firm, if I throw them all out the window, there's nobody to pay me.
No, you just throw one out and make a point.
This sounds like a rather obscure version of lawn darts. Do you choose the most pointy-headed one and hope that they kind of stick, or?
Oh my!
All right.
What?
I'm coming to Hallowcon, and the 5 terabyte hard drive is coming with me. it's not quite as effective a threat as was uttered by
Wyatt Earp.
exactly, but it's as close as I can get in this circumstance. And I can't promise that Joe Dog will use any of the movies on this thing, but
Well, I will have the wonderful printer computer, badge printer computer with me. So, and I'll bring my 2 terabyte and grab what we can. Because the movie computer is dedicated strictly for that.
yep.
It don't stop until Sunday morning. And it goes in the box and it sits there for till next year.
Well, anything you don't already have that I do, you are welcome to.
All right, let me unplug the printer from that computer and plug it into that computer.
And see what happens.
Yeah, and start printing other stuff.
Be right back.
Well, that didn't blow up.
Yet.
Get out of my head, Dan.
Oh, Lord.
The white mouse will not explode. Don't you believe it?
All right. The hell are you doing there? Oh.
It's been a long night, hasn't it, Joe?
Yep.
Mm. And you're going to be running on too little sleep until 2 weeks from now, if I remember correctly.
No. Wednesday or Tuesday. Monday week I go to bed and I don't move till Thursday.
After the con.
Yeah, the Monday after the con.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay, I hear a printer. So something's working.
Oh, it's doing its thing now.
That darn cat.
Something's going.
Aha! All the details right there
Okay.
for next year.
Will, do tell. Is there anything that we can learn about in public for next year?
Room rate's going up.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Like that's
73 to
unexpected.
75.
Gonna break the bank there, Joe. Good grief. If we can afford 4 nights and 3 nights, 4 nights in a Econo Lodge now, an extra $8 ain't gonna break the bank.
Oh. Oh, and we picked up we lost a vendor and picked up a vendor.
Oh,
Yeah, the Happy Alpaca crew. They were the ones that had the little coloring tables.
yeah.
They've hit some financial hardships,
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
and they said, I told them, I said, I can let you, hold y'all's spot until, today, or yesterday, and they tried, it just wouldn't work. But they said, hold on a minute. And they found me a replacement for their spot.
Well, that was done something.
That's professionalism right there.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, you only got 18 more minutes, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
You got 18 minutes and 5 minutes of that's your closeout.
You complaining? I can make it 15 minutes.
Yep.
Don't tempt me with a good idea.
I've got longer music. Oh yeah, you could always try and figure out how to put enough video to watching paint dry. That's a good 18 minutes right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow.
What?
A prank just came to mind.
Uh-oh.
The bonus track to Displaced Detective. I could upload that and use it as a one-time only outro to Last Man Standing with no text credits whatsoever, just play the audio play.
Are you kidding? Some group from the Middle East will claim it as theirs.
They can't. It's all public domain except for the stuff that I wrote, which is copyrighted by me.
That don't mean they won't try.
Well, and there's one set of voice acting that is copyrighted by Stephanie Osborne. You don't want to piss off the Rocket Mama.
Yeah, well, there was one musician. They claimed his music and said they were collecting for him. Of course, he let YouTube know. Says, "Hey, I wrote the music. What are they going to do? Collect, take a cut, and give me the money from myself?"
There we go.
Yep.
I wish I could pull a scam like that.
I believe I could. I've got a little bit of a catalog. Not huge,
You can
but
pull
a
the
little.
scam, not necessarily pull off the scam. Two totally different animals.
Well, guys, I am going to work on my agenda for tomorrow, and then I'm going to bed.
Mm.
Okie dokie.
Take
Well,
a lecture, Doug.
You have suffered enough frustration already. I hope everything from now on works out correctly.
We got horror stories to sell. Oh, and I got an email from a con director. It says, "Would you like to do a panel at our next convention?" On what? So you want to be a con director? Hell no! I don't even talk about it.
So you said yes.
Hell no! I said no. All right, y'all have fun. I'm gone.
All
See you
right.
later.
All right.
Good night.
Where's the buttons? They're there down there. Yes, I
Same
want.
place it always been.
Yeah. Well, it moves on me. You know, I almost clicked the red one on the upper right a couple times.
You can. You have that power.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
You can, but no, that was not an evil laugh. I'm sorry.
It wasn't.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Think about it.
I'm thinking too many people would be disappointed,
Okay.
but it would be possible. No, not even going to go there.
I'm just waiting for you.
Nope, nope, nope. Not even in private chat. It's just like I said to the payroll lady at work, sometime last month. Anybody that feels it's necessary to start a dick waving contest has already lost it. And she goes, "You are evil. You just know you've known me this long, and you're just not figuring that one out." Oh, I really cannot wait till February 8th.
Not that far away now.
I will walk out of that place one last time. I will probably climb the oak tree and get myself some mistletoe to pin to the back of my belt. And about 1 in 10 people at work will get the joke. And none of them will be in management.
I was going to say the one it's meant for.
And it's kind of pointless to even attempt to pull off a prank or make a joke at that stage and everything. It's just like, why bother? And it's over. Everything is over from that standpoint. I'm going to buy some brand new external hard drives, not external hard drives, brand new thumb drives. I'm going to copy all of the stuff that I have done, all the Excel spreadsheets, everything, and I'm going to pass them out to a few select people at work. And one of them actually works for corporate, not for the local management. And I'm going to say, Y'all already own this because I did it on company time. So if the company can use it, fine. If you can use it to get you enough attaboys to climb the corporate ladder, fine. I don't even want to know. I do not care anymore. Behold the field in which I grow my fucks, for it is barren.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what the guy that keeps trying to get me written up for uh, taking too long on break is going to do when I'm gone.
You'll find somebody.
He'll find somebody else he's going to try and pick on. And hopefully they'll give even less of a shit than I do. Seriously. You're going to threaten me with giving me all of my retirement money and telling me I never have to come back to this place again. And that's your idea of a threat, is it?
Not a very good one.
Not a very good one at all. I will miss my coworkers. I really will. I really will miss my coworkers. Quite a lot of them are a lot of fun to work with. One or two could learn to relax and take everything less seriously. Don't know if they will, but it would be beneficial to them in the long run. I'm going to watch a YouTube video. Turn that stereo off. 7 minutes. Well, StreamYard says 8, but who's counting?
Richie seems to have finished something.
No, I'm working on a kind of a smaller version of this, but they are going to be in
Yes.
Frost and according to the person that anodizes these, gold.
Red gold.
Mm-hmm.
Looks more coppery to me, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's also going to be in a much smaller weave or much smaller. It's going to be this size.
Okay.
Okay.
But the ring diameter is going to be smaller. Is that what you're saying?
Well, the ring diameter is going to be this size instead of that size.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to remember how to start full Persian.
Oh, yeah. You explained that one night. Not that I remember, but I remember you explaining it one night.
Yeah. If I don't do the weaves for a while, I have to relearn how to start them. And
now, in chainmail terms, these are butted rings, not riveted.
correct. I do not have the patience for riveted rings.
At that diameter, you'd
I
have to
also,
have an electron microscope.
I also don't have the budget for riveted rings because they take a lot longer to produce. So
Yeah.
this is the full Persian weave.
And with that color combination, it's very, very pretty.
Yeah, this is a brown and an orange. I like doing it in two different tones so I can see which rings are going which way. But when I'm doing my hammers, I like to do them. So the original pattern I saw, they're all a single color.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's kind of cool, but I think it needs a little something. So I changed it up so that the handle is one color and the head's another.
Yes.
So that you can actually see the separation of the handle and the head of the hammer. How's it going, Mike Jimmy?
Makes perfect.
Hey, Mike Jimmy.
Hey. Yeah, you're up late. We're just a few minutes away from ending, so how's loose? And how's everything else going? Let's see. Y'all would have gone to the. Y'all would have been going to the doctor. For her checkup and to check up on the baby. If not last week, then just shortly before last week began. She's doing all right. Okay.
Good.
Yep. Hopefully those are not major issues. They're just the normal thing with a lady who is expecting. It's there we go. Nearly got the bedroom done. That's good.
Good.
And she's sewing curtains while you're putting paint down. Well, you're staying busy. You're working for yourself on this, but not getting paid. So I'm assuming the other contracting jobs that you've been doing are still ongoing, and hopefully everything will be absolutely fine. Praying for that, really.
Almost time to say goodnight, Gracie.
Yeah. Well, folks, it has been both fun and highly entertaining. The entire 4 hours. If you count both shows running together. I think we've all figured out what happens when we are unsupervised and stupid o'clock.
Yeah, it just becomes a double dose of last man standing.
Yeah, really, green room light. And sometimes it's not very light. It's kind of heavy. But, these things, they happen. And it's all well and good. Good night, Jimmy. And we will see you. I don't know if we're going to be doing shows next week because we will, most of us will be at the convention. I do believe that Richie and Joe Botman and a couple other folks are planning to do a Hallowcon
Green room.
green room, and maybe even the stupid clock, last man standing. I don't know. And then again, we may get froggy and actually do live broadcasts from the convention. Hotel Wi-Fi is probably not up to the standards we're using at the moment at home. So if we do it, it may be one of those occasions where we switch on the recording and let StreamYard deal with assembling the different individual participant streams into one that does not look like it's made out of picket fences.
We haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah, I know. And that recording feature is really nice, but everybody's got to remember you can't shut your computer off until everything gets uploaded to StreamYard after the show. Which means you can't be cutting everything off and going to bed. You just got to leave the computer running. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll be on the road Thursday, so we'll be missing Hung on Animation.
Well, I'll be at work, so I miss it anyway. Well, no, I won't be at work. I'll be driving. I was
gonna say you'll be headed to Dalton.
I'll be driving, yeah, so I'll still miss it. But oh, all right. Well, time to tell the bedtime story, and I will actually go to bed.
As Chris would say,
never cease.
Go good, guys.
Yeah.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Transmission overload. System will shut down. shut down. System will shut down. System will shut down.